Elaboru, elaboye, elabo ṣíṣe o, gbogbo àtọ o, ẹ káàárọ̀, ẹ kú ojúmọ́, nílé lóko lẹ́yìn odi níbi gbogbo tẹ́ ẹ bá ti ń gbọ́ wa. Ẹ káàárọ̀, ẹ kú ojúmọ́, ojúmọ́ ire, ojúmọ́ ayọ̀, ojúmọ́ ìdùnnú àti àlàáfíà ní gbogbo wa níbi gbogbo tá a bá ti ń gbọ́ mi o. Elaboru, elaboye, elabo ṣíṣe o. As you join, let me know where you're streaming from. Grand Rising, Grand Rising, Grand Rising. Nikki, ẹ káàárọ̀, ẹ kú ojúmọ́. Aunty Àjọkẹ́, ẹ kú ojúmọ́, ẹ káàárọ̀. Welcome to another Sunday, another Ashe for today. This is episode 20 of Ashe for today. Ẹ kú ojúmọ́, ojúmọ́ ire, ojúmọ́ ayọ̀, ojúmọ́ ìdùnnú àti àlàáfíà ló máa jẹ́ fún gbogbo wa o. Mo ṣe ẹ̀làbọ̀rú, mo ṣe ẹ̀làbọ̀yè, mo ṣe ẹ̀làbọ̀ ṣíṣe o. Gbogbo àtọ̀ yín o, ẹ ṣé o láti ìlú Ìbàdàn, ẹ̀yin ọmọ Ìbàdàn kí ni so? Wọ́n ní so ní tàwa o. Keep tapping on your screen as you join. Keep tapping. This is the YouTube channel of Iyanifa Ewa TV and the TikTok channel of Ashe for today. Aboru Aboyo. As you join, let's know where you are streaming from. This is Ashe for today. Every day on this show, we go into the Odrifa and hear what the Odrifa is teaching us. And we make our Iwure and our Ashe for the day. We go into the Odrifa to learn what the Odrifa is teaching us and how to appropriate it to our everyday lives. Eshe goni o, adupe, thanks for joining. As you join in, please tap on your screen, keep liking, keep sharing, so that the algorithm will know that this is useful content and everybody wants to know what's going on here. Because trust me, everybody wants to know what's going on here. I'm your host, Iyanifa Awobankefa, popularly known as Iyanifa Ewa, and this is Ifa College. And on Ifa College, we teach the undiluted, unwatered down truth about Ifa and Isheshe. Auntie Lande Ekaro Ekojumo Ajirebi. Níbo lẹ ti ń bá wa sọ̀rọ̀ lénìí, ẹ jẹ́ ká gbọ́ o. Let's know where you are streaming from today. Thank you so much for your constant support. Our videos have been doing a lot better thanks to you. We're doing this together. Nikki is streaming from Lagos today. How is Lagos doing today? I heard the weather in Lagos is really good. Ekojimo. Yesterday we were on the show and we treated, which Odrifa did we talk about yesterday? Odrifa wo la sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ lánàá. Odrifa wo la sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ lánàá. Who can remind us what the Odrifa for yesterday was? Streaming from Qatar. Eshe goni o, eshe, eshe, eshe. Kórè oko délé o, níbi gbogbo tẹ́ bá ń lọ nínú iṣẹ́ tẹ́ bá ń ṣe. Ire àti ayọ̀ àtojú rere lẹ máa bá níbẹ̀. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Who can tell us the Odrifa that we treated yesterday? Odrifa wo la sọ̀rọ̀ lórí ẹ̀ lánàá. What Odrifa did we treat yesterday? Streaming from Ofada. Okay, is that a place? Please, where is that? Okay, Obara Okoron. Gift of valor, pride of valor, girl of valor. Sorry, you see this, my YouTube screen is, the prints are so tiny. Girl of valor, where is Ofada? Iluboni Ofada wa? I think I know, I think he's somewhere in Nigeria. I think. Oh, I don't know. But thank you very much for joining us. Ogun State. Oh, wow. Really? That's awesome. Obara Okoron is the Odrifa that we treated yesterday. Obara Lotun, Omo Okoron Lucy. Oh, you know that he's in Lagos State. I'm the only one that doesn't know he's in Lagos State. Oh, God. Oh, God. Is that the place where they sell Ofada rice? Oh, wow. Girl of valor, you're getting Phoebe rice bag of Ofada Komoshe Siwa now. If you support the Jet and Shimbi. Thank you so much. Ekojumo. Ekojumo, Esheo, Aboru Aboyo. So yesterday we treated Odrifa Obara Okoron. Obara Lotun. Obara Okoron. Obara Omo Okoron. Unla Soro Lori Elano. Thank you. Yes, I know it's in Ogun State. Somebody just said that. Obara Okoron. Ni Odrifa Ano. Thank you so much. Keep tapping, keep liking, keep tapping on your screen. See how autocorrect will just twist everything you are typing. Until I be motivated obara okoran lefe ko. Elaboru, elaboye, elaboshishe, ogboato. Today is Ose Jakuta, Ose Shango, Ose Yemoja, Ose Oba, Ose Oya. There are 4 major orishas that were having their Ose today. Ose means the day of the week in the Yoruba calendar that those orishas that are specially designed for those orishas. Thank you so much for your gift, Eshe Adupe. The day that is reserved for those orishas on the Yoruba calendar. So today is Jakuta, is Ose Shango, Ose Yemoja, Ose Oba, Ati Ose Oya. That is it. And as we are giving our Ose to the Orisha, Ani Kolose Gbao. So if anybody greets you as an Ifa devotee and they say, Aku Ose Obatala or Aku Ose Ifa, whatever Orisha it is, when somebody greets you, Aku Ose, you respond by saying, Olose Yogba, meaning that the Orishas who own the Ose, they will receive it, they would accept it, and our Ose will be acceptable. Lashe Idumari. So, Aku Ose Shango, Aku Ose Shango, Aku Ose Oya, Aku Ose Yemoja o, Aku Ose Oba, Olose Ogba, Lashe Idumari, Olose Abawa Gba, wọn ò ní dá sí wa lára, àní ṣe lásán, àní dá ṣe. Àwọn aláṣekù wá kún wa lọ́wọ́, wọ́n á bá wa ṣe, wọ́n á bá wa gba ọ̀sẹ̀ wa. White, is that White Lion? Please, that person giving the gift, White Lion, please, can I have your first name? Just your first name. Ọlọ́sẹ̀ á bá wa gbà o. A tún ti wá sínú odù Ifá ìmíì, ojúmọ́ tún ti mọ́. Ojúmọ́ ire tún ti mọ́ wa, ojúmọ́ ayọ̀, ojúmọ́ ìdùnnú, ojúmọ́ àlàáfíà, ojúmọ́ ìṣẹ́gun, ojúmọ́ ìgbéga ni, ojúmọ́ oríire ni, ojúmọ́ ẹ̀yọ́nú ni, níbi gbogbo tẹ́ ẹ bá ti ń gbọ́ wa lénìí. A tún ti bọ́ sínú odù Ifá míì lénìí. Ọ̀rọ̀ wo ni Ifá ń sọ? Kí ni Olódùmarè ń sọ fún wa? Ọ̀rọ̀ wo ni Ifá ń sọ fún wa lénìí? Thank you so much for joining us today. We are diving into what is the Odu telling us today. Elaboro elaboye, o great healer, Akin o, Ogbo ato yin o. Before we start, we are going to dive into the Iba. But let me tell you something. If you are joining, don't go off this live streaming, because the Odrifa for today is going to take a beautiful twist. When we did the divination this morning and I saw that Odrifa, I said, yes, some people need to hear this. This Odrifa is going to shake some tables. Those tables, normally, those tables are standing on 3 legs. Back on. Oh, today is your birthday. Please, what's your name? Ọlọ́jọ́ ìbí, ẹ jọ̀ọ́ kí lorúkọ yín ká lè ṣèwúre fún yín o. That table is standing on 3 legs, and Ifa is about to scatter it like pa. It will just fall. The table is going to crash totally and completely. And it is a very sensitive table. Raimot Ololade Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ọdún tuntun tẹ́ ẹ bẹ̀rẹ̀ lénìí, ọdún ire ló máa jẹ́, ọdún ayọ̀ ló máa jẹ́. Gbogbo ìkólọ yín tí àwọn ọ̀tá ti kó lọ ní àwọn ọdún tó wà sẹ́yìn, orí yín àtẹlẹ́dà yín á bá yín gbà padà ní ìlọ́po láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ilẹ̀kùn ọdún tuntun tí àwọn òrìṣà wá ṣí fún yín yìí, tí Elédùmarè ṣí fún yín yìí, ire àti ayọ̀ tó wà nínú ibẹ̀ òun lẹ máa kú. Gbogbo ìbànújẹ́, gbogbo wàhálà, gbogbo ìdààmú, ó dilé olódi, ó dilé ọ̀tá, ó dilé àwọn tí wọ́n ń gbèrò ibi lórí yín láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Elédùmarè á tọ́ yín sọ́nà, ibi tó rí ń gbé yín lọ ẹsẹ̀ ò ní ṣì yín lọ́nà níbẹ̀ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ire owó, ire ọlá, ìgbéga, ìdùnnú àti ayọ̀ tẹ́ ń wá òun l'Elédùmarè máa gbé fún yín. Àwọn alálẹ̀ ilẹ̀ wọ́n á yọ́nú sí yín, àwọn tó láyé àwọn tó nílẹ̀ wọ́n á yọ́nú sí yín nínú ọdún tuntun yìí. Ibi tẹ́ ẹ rọkùnrin sí àti ibi tẹ́ ẹ rò sí Elédùmarè máa gbóre kàbìtì wá fún yín láti bẹ̀ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Wọ́n ní táfẹ́fẹ́ bá fẹ́ á kangi oko lára. Níbi gbogbo tẹ́ ẹ bá wà, ìwúre tá a ṣe fún yín lọ́jọ́ ìbí yín yìí á kàn yín lára o láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Àṣẹ. So Ifa is about to break a table. It's not me, oh. What do I know? Small girl like me, but Ifa is about to turn some tables. So don't miss this Odrifa for today. Let's go into the Iba. Akodaye Asheba. Asheba Sheda. Asheba tí wáyé ọjọ́.
Ìbáṣẹ.
Asheba tí wọ̀ oòrùn.
Ìbáṣẹ.
Elédùmarè ọba tẹ́rẹrẹ kárí ayé àṣebá ọ, aníkíbà wá ṣẹ ọ.
Àṣẹ.
Ìbà Jagunmalè olúwo òde ọ̀run, ìbà Olúbíkin, ìbà Ọ̀sanyìnbíkin.
Ìbáṣẹ o.
Ìbà lèwí lè ṣe, a lè ṣe lèwí, ìbà adániwáyé. Ìbà ọba tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ tó ń rí bẹ́ẹ̀, a lèwí lè ṣe, a lè ṣe lèwí, a sọ̀rọ̀ mátàsí. Ọba tí kìí tí, ọba tí kìí ṣá, ọba tí kìí gbó. Arúgbó ọjọ́ bàbá àgbà, àṣebà, aníkíbà wá ṣẹ ọ.
Ìbáṣẹ.
Àṣebà kábíyèsí Ṣàngó, ọ̀sẹ̀ Ṣàngó là ń ṣe lénìí, àṣebà, arábàmbí ọkọ Ọya, lógun lẹ́kọ̀ọ́, àkàtà yẹríyẹrì, wọ́n ní iná ń yọ lójú, iná ń yọ nímú, iná ń yọ lẹ́nu bàbá mi. Wọ́n ní iná ti bẹ lọ́dọ̀ bàbá mi lọ́rùn, èéfín là ń gbá láyè. Olúkòso, arábàmbí ọkọ Ọya, lógun lẹ́kọ̀ọ́, àṣebà, aníkíbà wá ṣẹ ọ. Yemọja Ìbàrà tí ń gbé nínú omi, bá a ṣe ń ṣọ̀sẹ̀ fún yín lénìí, àníkẹ́ ẹ gbà á, ẹ má dá sí wa lára o láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Àṣebà Ọya, àṣebà ọba, àṣebà gbogbo àwọn òrìṣà tó kù tá à ń ṣe ọ̀sẹ̀ fún lénìí, a ní kí wọ́n gbà á láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Àṣebà Olúbíkin, àṣebà Ọ̀sanyìnbíkin, àṣebà gbogbo àwọn agbára tó solé ayé ró, àṣebà gbogbo àwọn òrìṣà, gbogbo àwọn rúmọlẹ̀ tó dilẹ̀ káàárọ̀ òjíire mú, a ní kí bà wá ṣẹ ọ. Àṣebà orí, àṣebà ẹlẹ́dàá, àṣebà bàbá àtìyá tó bí wa, àwọn tó ṣọ́kọ̀ tó wà wá wá sáyé yìí, àṣebà, a ní kí bà wá ṣẹ ọ. Àṣebà gbogbo àwọn orí kọ̀ọ̀kan tó péjọ síbí, àṣebà gbogbo babaláwo, gbogbo ìyá nífà, bàbá lóríṣà, ìyá lóríṣà, àwọn àpẹ̀tẹ̀bí ni, àwọn eléwé ọmọ ni, àwọn oníṣègùn ni, gbogbo àwọn tó ń jókòó tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ ẹrúnmọlẹ̀, àṣebà yín o, a ní kí bà wá ṣẹ ọ. Àṣebà gbogbo àwọn lọ́balọ́ba níjòyè níjòyè níbi gbogbo tẹ́ ẹ bá wà, àṣebà yín o, a ní kí bà wá ṣẹ ọ. Gbogbo orí àtẹlẹ́dà tó péjọ síbí lénìí, àṣebà, àṣebà, àṣebà. Ọmọdé tó bá júbà òun ló máa roko dalẹ́. Èmi àti yín ti júbà lénìí, ó di dandan ká roko dalẹ́ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ìwúre tá à ń ṣe yìí àní ṣe lásán, ẹbọ tá à ń rú àní rú lásán, gbogbo nǹkan tá a dáwọ́lé àní ṣe lásán láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. A tún ti fẹ́ wọnú odù Ifá mi lénìí, kífá wá fi ọ̀nà mọ̀ wá, kífá wá kọ́ wa, kífá wá tọ́ wa sọ́nà, torí wọ́n ní Ifá ni afinimọ̀nà ọmọ aráyé. Kífá fọ̀nà mọ èmi àti yín láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Bí Ifá dẹ̀ ṣe ń fọ̀nà hàn wá, à á ṣe. Ọ̀rọ̀ wa ò ní dàbí ẹni tí ọ̀rọ̀ wọnú etí kan tó gba ti kejì jáde. Wọ́n ní àbọ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ báyìí tó bá dénú wa bí ọmọlúàbí, á dodindi. Ọ̀rọ̀ yìí á dodindi, á tọ́ wa sọ́nà, á gbére wá fún wa, á gbáyọ̀ wá fún wa, á gbé dùnú àti àlàáfíà wá fún wa láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Èyí tá a wí lénìí, àṣẹ ti gùn, arọ̀ ti rọ̀ mọ́. Ó ti rí bẹ́ẹ̀, ó ti ṣẹ bẹ́ẹ̀, bá ṣẹ. Thank you very much for joining us again today. If you're just joining, this is Ashe for Today, the daily podcast or the daily series where we share the Odu Ifa. What is the Odu Ifa telling us? What is the Odu Ifa itself? Ifa ni ohun ẹnu Olódùmarè. Ifa is the voice of Olódùmarè. Olódùmarè is the divine and supreme being. Please keep tapping on your screen. Keep tapping on your screen. It's very important. Very, very important. Keep liking, keep tapping, keep sharing, and let this content go as far as Olódùmarè would let it go today. Ifa is the voice of Olódùmarè. Olódùmarè is the divine and supreme being. So for every day when we set out, we ask Olódùmarè, what is the blessings for today? What is the instructions for today? And Olódùmarè guides us through the Odu. So this morning we have done another divination to ask what is the blessing, the lesson, and the instructions for today. And the Odu Ifa has taken us to another Odu that is titled Oworin Oyeku. Thank you so much for that gift. Ọlá ni àwọn òrìṣà á fi san padà fún yín ní ìlọ́po ní ìlọ́po. Ẹ máa rí ọlá, ẹ máa rí ọlà, ẹ máa rí owó àti ajé níbi gbogbo tẹ́ ẹ bá kọjú sí láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Oworin Oyeku ni odù Ifá tá à ń wọnú ẹ̀ lénìí. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ta ló mọ odù Ifá Oworin Oyeku? What is the code for odù Ifá Oworin Oyeku? Meanwhile, I have a big announcement to make. The announcement is still cooking, so I'll just give you a tip here and there. Thank you so much. Aunty Ajoke, thank you for the gift. Ẹ ṣé púpọ̀ o. Ire, ayọ̀ àti ìdùnnú àtàlàáfíà òun ló máa bá yín, ìgbéga ní gbogbo ọ̀nà láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. So, Oworin Oyeku, please, what odù Ifá is that? Oworin Oyeku, Oworin Oyeku, Oworin Oyeku. Oworin ní apá òsì, Oyeku lápá ọ̀tún. Àwọn ọmọ Ifá ti lọ. Aunty Lande, you deserve a gift in this sachet for today. The way you sprint with the code of the odù, ibi tọ́gbọ́n ìmọ̀ àtòyè yẹn ti ń jáde, Elédùmarè ò ní jẹ́ kó bàjẹ́ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ifá àti ìkin á dúró tì yín, á di ìlọ́po ní ayé yín láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. You want to learn the ways of Ifá? Please send a message to the WhatsApp number that is pinned on your screen. To learn about Ifá, send a message. So wọ́n ti sọ fún wa pé Ọ̀yẹ̀kú, Oworin Oyeku, so Oworin ní apá bíbáyìí. Ẹ máa bá mi ká lọ. Oworin Oyeku, òun la dà lénìí. So méjì, ọ̀kan, 2, 2, 1, 2. Méjì, 2, 2, 2, 2. Odù Ifá tí ó wà lójú ọpọ́n yìí, òun lodù Ifá tá a máa kì lénìí. Odù Ifá yẹn dẹ̀ ni Oworin Oyeku. Oworin on this side, Oyeku on the other side. That is the odù Ifá for today. This odù Ifá is, don't worry, we are there already. Listen carefully, Amaka. And you know why I read from these ancient books? So that the people that are listening will know that Iyanifa is not making up our own essay Ifá. Àwọn òwe tó ti kọ láti 19 kilo ti kọ̀wé yìí ná. Ẹ jẹ́ ká tiẹ̀ kọ́kọ́ wò ná. The first print of this book was in Okay, in fact, this book was written based on a book that has been written in the 18 something. And then the person rewrote it in 1995, reprinted it with English translation in 1995. You didn't bless me for my gift. Aunty Lande, láṣẹ Èdùmàrè, ire gbogbo lẹ máa rí. Gbogbo ọ̀nà tẹ́ ẹ bá kọjú sí, ire l'Elédùmarè máa fún yín. Àwọn ọmọ t'Elédùmarè ti gbélé yín lọ́wọ́, ẹ ní mọ̀ ẹ̀yìn wọn láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ẹ ní mọ̀ ẹ̀yìn àwọn ọmọ yín o láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ọmọ aráyé ò ní fọmọ, wọn ò ní fi dààmú yín. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe wá ń dàgbà, ẹ máa gbó, ẹ máa tọ́ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ẹ ní tí ẹ ní ṣá o. Ọmọ aráyé ò ní kọ̀dí àìmọ̀ṣe sí yín láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ẹ ṣé gan ni. So odù Ifá Oworin Oyeku, òun ni odù Ifá tá à ń wọnú ẹ̀ lẹ́nu. Ẹ máa gbọ́ o, ẹ máa bá wa ká lọ. Wọ́n ní ṣìpìṣìpì ní à ń rí gbá ajé, adífá fòrìṣà ńlá, nítorí iye mọwọ́ tí ń ṣe ìyàwó rẹ̀, tí ń lọ sóko lọ dọ́kọ. Ǹjẹ́ nítorí pé kí ó má bàa fi ọkọ dídó pa ọmọ òrìṣà, a ní kí ó rú ẹyẹlé 4, ẹgbẹ̀rin owó àti ìgbín 4 ó rúbọ. Ifá yìí kan náà la tún dá fún àjọ̀nà wèrèpè tí ń ṣe àlè Yemọwọ́, a ní kí ó rú òbúkọ 3 àti 570 owó kí ó má bàa kú, ó gbẹ́bọ, ó rúbọ. My Yoruba audience, did you get the drift? English people, just hold on, hold it a bit, hold it. I'm going to interpret. Yoruba audience, did you get the drift? It is Oworin Oyeku, Oworin, 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 Oworin Oyeku. Did you get the drift, my Yoruba people? Now, English, strap your seatbelt, relax, and listen to me. Wọ́n ní ṣìpìṣìpì ni à ń rí gbá ajé. Divine Ifá made an Ifá divination for òrìṣà ńlá Ọbàtálá because his wife, Yemowo, was going to the farm to commit adultery. They made a divination for Obatala because his wife was going to commit adultery. In order for her to avoid dying because of infidelity, she would offer a sacrifice of 4 pigeons, 80,000 cowries, and 4 snails. She performed the sacrifice. The same Ifa was divine for Ajanowerepe, who was Yemowo's lover. He was asked to sacrifice 3 he-goats, 66,000 cowries in order to avoid dying. He heeded the advice and performed the sacrifice. Did you hear me right now? Okay, let's break it down. And now you would understand why I am this, my energy is on this level. You see, Ifa is complete. Ifa touches on everything. Now, this Odu Ifa was done for Orishala, Obatala. We all know what the energy that Obatala represents. Obatala is the Orisha for creation. Obatala is the Orisha for peace. Obatala is the Orisha for miracles. Obatala is the Orisha that performs miracles without any material medium. Obatala is the Orisha for healing. Obatala is an Orisha that is associated with physical body healing because Obatala created physical body. Now, see what Obatala represents. See what Obatala represents. And then they said a divination was done. Shikpi Arigbaje is the name of the Babalawo that did a divination for Orishanla. Now, let me explain something to you. When we do divination in Ifa, I, as an Iyanifa, I don't carry my Okmo Ifa and my Okpele. I don't carry my Okmo Ifa and my Okpele and go and knock on somebody's house and say, ko, Ifa nkinyo, Ionika dafa fonyo. No, we don't do that. I don't take my Okpele and my Okmo Ifa and my Ekinfa and go to somebody's house and say, knock, knock, knock. Who is there? Ifa is at your door. Ifa says I should do a divination for you. We don't do that. People go to seek divination. So for every time that you hear that a divination was done for somebody, the person was the one that went to seek divination concerning that thing. So Obatala was the one that went to seek divination from his Babalawo, Shikpi Larigbaje, concerning his wife. So it was likely that Obatala had been noticing some things about his wife. His wife's going out and coming in, it was beginning to look suspicious. And he went to make a divination. And in that divination, Ifa says, he did the divination because of his wife. We are coming to it to hold that thought. She was going to the farm to commit adultery, literally going to the farm to have intimacy, to engage in intimacy with another man, Ali, a concubine. And the divination was made. When the divination was made, the Babalawo says, nítorí pé kí ó má bàa kú, kí ó má bàa fi ọkọ dídó pa ọmọ òrìṣà, so that she will not channel the energy of unliving, of untimely death to the Orisha and to herself, to her family. That is why she was asked to make Ebo. We are going through Odrifa Oworin Oyeku. That was why she was asked to make Ebo. And she listened. She made the Ebo. Now, he went to make divination for his wife. But the Odrifa says, Ifa yi kan náà ló tún dá, Ifa yi kan náà, òun ló sọ̀rọ̀ fún Ajanowerepe. This same Ifa, it was this same Odu that also spoke about her lover, Ajanowerepe. And he was asked to make Ebo so that his life will not end abruptly. Now, Orishanla went to make a divination for his wife. And it was told to us that the wife was committing adultery. In fact, she was on her way to work, which was the farm. to still commit another act of adultery. And Ifa says she should do these ebos, and she did the ebo. And then they also mentioned that her partner, she cannot commit adultery alone. So if there is consequences for the adultery, it's not only her that will experience the consequences of the adultery. Ifa also sent message to the man with whom she was involved and she's engaging in the activities, that let him to make ebo, a different kind of ebo. Now, there's so many things we are going to point out there. Keep tapping on your screen, keep liking, keep sharing. A different kind of ebo. And he also did his ebo, and the ebo was accepted. Dear people of the world, I don't know where we got the idea from that the success of a marriage lies in the hands of the woman. The woman is the one that is also supposed to be going up and down trying to save her marriage. The woman is the one that is supposed to enter into the war room and be praying for her husband. When she suspects that her husband is committing adultery, the responsibility lies on her to continue to Obatala, Orisha, the crown of all our Orishas, the head of all our Orishas, the oldest of all our Orishas, was married to his wife, suspecting that the movement of his wife might have a little bit of adultery symptoms in it. Or probably he even had evidence, we don't know. But something led him to do a divination for his wife concerning this. Obatala took the responsibility on himself as the man to say, I'm thinking that my woman is moving funny. Let me ask Ifa. Ifa also talks about adultery. Adultery is not a thing in Yoruba land. Ifa talks about adultery. Yes, Ifa does. Ifa talks about adultery. Expressly, Ifa talks about it. So he was beginning to see that I think my wife is moving funny. Some things, she's feeling distracted from the house. She's not her usual self. Some things is happening. I think somebody else is involved. He went to make a divination, and Ifa confirmed his fears. And Ifa said they should make some ebo so that the consequences of this adultery will not come on her. Now, in modern day life, what did he do? Please keep tapping on your screen. In modern day life, it means he was suspecting some form of adultery in his home. He took the responsibility to go to Ifa. Ifa confirmed it. He did not chase his wife out of the house. They did the ebo, to save his marriage. Obatala told his wife to do the ebo to save his marriage. Peter, thank you so much for that gift. If Peter, please, do you understand Yoruba so that I will know whether to make the wure for you, the prayers for you in Yoruba and English? The person that just gave us a gift now. So many permutations and combinations in Ifa. Ifa, wow. Yes. So Obatala was the one that took the responsibility after finding out that his wife was committing adultery. You are Yoruba. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè, ajé á kún yín lọ́wọ́. Ibi tẹ́ ẹ ti yọ owó jáde, tẹ́ ẹ ti yọ owó jáde, tẹ́ ẹ fi ń ra gift fún wa. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè, Elédùmarè, òrìṣà ajé á fi kún yín lọ́wọ́. Á sọ di irun, á sọ di igba, á sọ di ìlọ́po fún yín. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ibi tẹ́ ẹ rọkàn oore sí àti ibi tẹ́ ẹ rọkàn oore sí, òun lajé ti máa gbé wá fún yín. Lódindi tátàrí ń di tiẹ̀, òun ajé máa di tiẹ̀ fún yín o, Mr. Peter. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè, ẹ ṣé gan ni. Great Healer, thank you so much for the gift. I don't know your name, but the person behind the brand Great Healer, Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè, I don't know why you chose that name, but Elédùmarè would give you healing to the point that you will be able to give to other people in abundance. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè, your life will flow with healing. Your finances will flow with healing. Your days, your peace, everything will flow in the direction of healing. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Àwọn òrìṣà tó ń dúró tó ń bá yàn sanjọ́, láṣẹ Èdùmàrè, wọ́n á bá yín san tiyín o. Please, as you give us the gift, I need you to type your first name so that I can make the wure with your first name. It is important that is attached to your name. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. So Obatala took the responsibility to fix his marriage. He did not send his wife away. They did the ebo. At least now that they had done the ebo, if I did it to Ashiri, if I has exposed her in the public, she will have sense. Now that she knows that there is a consequence of unliving attached to her actions, she will have sense. Now, if I did not only stop there, if I went as far as saying there is another person involved in this. Now, let's bring this to everyday life. Dear men, everywhere you are, you see that marriage is also your marriage. Please keep tapping on your screen, keep liking, keep sharing. You see that home is also your home. The fact that that marriage will work, the responsibility is also your own. Odrifa Oworin Oyeku ló sọ, the responsibility is also on you as a man to do constant divinations or concerning your marriage, concerning your wife. And if your wife is found in the act of adultery, if I did not say the same way you people have preached that women should sit down and fight, fix their home and forgive their husbands for adultery and enter into the war room and pray and do the required to enable. Ifa says a man can also do it. Orisha ńlá ṣe, Ọbàtálá ṣe. In your small life, you have not even reached half of where Obatala has gone. You are ready. I cannot take it. I cannot take it. Nobody is saying that it's a good thing. This is not a cry for, oh, everybody should commit adultery. No, it's not a good thing. But just like every other bad thing, if it is done, if it is found, Ifa says it can be fixed. If Ifa gives a solution to it, then who are you, men folk, to think that the moment a woman is anything close to adultery, the marriage just ends, they should just fling it away? Meanwhile, when the table is fixed, they will tell a woman, think about your children. Are you just going to throw 12 years of marriage away like that? Dear men, are you just going to throw 25 years of marriage away like that? Obatala did not throw it away. He fixed it. Is it a good thing? No. But can it be fixed? Yes. Olufumi, thank you so much for that gift. Ajé alànà fún yín, ajé aṣínà fún yín, ẹ̀rẹ́ ẹ̀yọ́nú ayé, ẹ̀rẹ́ ìyọ́nú àwọn tó nílẹ̀. Ọmọ aráyé lọ́kùnrin lóbìnrin lọ́mọdé lágbà wọ́n á yọ́nú sí yín láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ajé á kún yín lọ́wọ́, àwọn èèyàn jàǹkànjàǹkàn léèkàn wọ́n á gbére ajé wá fún yín lórígun mẹ́rẹ̀ẹ̀rin àgbáláyé láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Now, dear women too, you think that you are cutting corner behind your husband. If your husband happens to be an Ifa devotee, Ifa máa tú àṣírí o. If your husband happens to be an Ifa devotee and is working closely with Ifa, when he makes a divination, Ifa will tell him, oh, Ifa will expose that act that you think you are covering. Imagine the way Ifa opened all of them up now. Imagine the way Ifa opened all of them up. Not only the wife, even the man that she's cheating with. Ifa wants it. Nikki, thank you so much for that gift. Wow, it's your first gift. Ibite whatever prompted you to do this. Ajé á fi kún fún yín, ajé á sọ di àlékún àníkún fún yín láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Mr. El Yadrif, thank you for the constant support. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè, you will find favor. That real favor that turns the life of a person around significantly positively, you will find it. Ajé will send helpers to you that will lift you up from whatever state you are right now to the next state of your life where you are supposed to get to. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. So Ifa will expose, Ifa sees everything, Ifa knows everything. So if you are in a relationship and you have chosen to be committed, please be committed. Stay there, stay there, stay there. Ẹ má máa ṣojú méjì káàkiri. It's not, if your spouse is somebody that is committed to Ifa, like we said in the Odu, ìwòrì méjì. Ifá tẹjú mọ́ mi, èmi náà tẹjú mọ́ Fá. If your spouse is somebody tó tẹjú mọ́ Fá, tí Fá tẹjú mọ́, Ifá will expose everything, because you cannot be cheating the people that are committed to you and think that you will get away with it. One divination, ẹyọ kan péré. Ola, yes, I'll come to you. Hold on, please. Ifá will come to you. Just one divination, Ifá will get to you and expose everything. And this is to every one of us that are in whatever form of relationship and partnership. For every point you feel that something is not happening, something tells you, your spirit tells you that something is not happening, come to Ifa to confirm. Ifa will say it, Ifa can for Robo, Ifa doesn't know how to mice words, and Ifa will expose every secret thing that you think that is not right. Ola, Ola Ayo. Okay, let me just pick the Ola part of it. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Wọ́n ní àbùdí ní tolókun, àbùdí ní tọlọ́sà. Ibi tẹ́ ẹ ti ń bù, Elédùmarè á máa bá yín di padà. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Lódindi látàrí ń di tiẹ̀, àtàrí kan ò kì í di tiẹ̀ láàbọ̀. Ire tó máa wá sọ́dọ̀ yín, ire odindi ni. Ẹ ní ríre àbọ̀. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ọmọ aráyé á bá yín yọ̀, ọmọ aráyé á bá yín dunnú, wọn ò ní bọ́ bàtà ọ̀fọ̀ síwájú ilé èmi àti yín o. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. So that is what this Odu says. Now, another thing that this Odu stressed is that every time there is an act of intimacy or sexual inappropriation, it takes two people, and both parties are equally guilty. But this generation has sold us an idea. When people talk about sex workers in countries where it is illegal to engage in such things, people talk about women. When they talk about the activities of intimacy, they talk about women as though women engage in this act alone. Oh, she's this, she's a shawo, she's a prostitute, she's this, she's that, she's going around with men. Everybody is emphasizing one body count system or the other. And my question is, the count of the body on the woman, is it not a man she was counting it with? Why have we become a people that just focuses on one gender when it comes to these things? Ifa is balanced. Obatala went to make divination for his own wife. The same Odu that spoke to Obatala's wife was the same Odu that also came up to say, she's not alone in this. So this act of adultery she has been committing, or she's about to commit, she has been committing, because they called Ajano Werepe her lover. Somebody else is involved. Take the message to that somebody too. So dear men, for every act of sexual inappropriation that you engage in, and you think you are doing something to the woman, you will sit down and say, let me use the general Yoruba word. I just ate her in quotes, and I cleaned mouth and I walk away. Acting as if you are doing something to somebody. Acting as if you are not equally engaged in the whole thing. Whatever it is that comes up in that activity, both of you are equally either guilty, both of you are equally engaged in it. Whatever consequences that is coming to both of you. So let's change the narrative of anytime there's anything that has to do with intimacy between a man and a woman, is a man that is doing something to a woman. The woman is always the one that is guilty. She's always the receiving party. She's always the one that will go with the problem. The two people that are involved, they are on the same ground. Exactly. Both of them are there together. So if there's any calamity that woman will experience in her husband's house, if she's a married woman that you are intimate with, or a single girl, dear men, you are also going to experience it. You cannot dodge it. Things like this is what brings balance in Ifa. Things like this is the reason you sit down and you think about what you are doing. Because in today's world, imagine that a man comes to me and he thinks his wife is moving funny sexually, and he makes a divination, and we confirm she's doing it, and we say, make a tutu and ebo for your wife, or tell her to do it, and he does it. If a divination comes out for the man that she's engaged with, you think a man in 2025 will call the man that is sleeping with his wife and say, if I says you are sleeping with my wife, and if I says if you don't want to die, you should do it. But nobody is going to tell you, or God, if the man is smart enough, he has saved his wife and is married. You are the one that is going to foriko. So unfortunately, it's not everybody that is as nice as Obatala that we send message to the man that his wife is cheating with, that you should also quickly do something so that calamities will not befall you. Nobody's going to do that for you. So this is a call to every one of us in the relationships that we are. First of all, and most importantly, a call to men. First of all, and most importantly, a call to men. The success of your marriage, the success of your wife, protecting your marriage also lies on you. It also lies on you. It is not left to the woman to be going around mountain and valley and be praying, to be coming to the Yanifa to make divinations, to do ebo and to fix her home. When was the last time as a man you made a divination about your home and your marriage? When was the last time you made a tutu and ebo concerning your home? Whoever it is that told you that is the responsibility of your wife lied to you. I told you, everything that Westernization brought, 90% of the things they brought, if not more, was the opposite of what it is. Was to adapt us to a mindset that thinks of things upside down from what was originally given to us. This idea of women being a wise woman builds her own home. A wise person builds their own home. It's not a wise man or a wise woman. A wise human being builds their home. A wise person protects their relationship. A wise person takes responsibility of their relationship, irrespective of their gender. But women have been taught to do it a lot, and women has done it a lot. If women decide to relax right now, they are more than due for it. So men, you are the one I'm going to direct it to, because you are the one that has not heard it in a long time. You are the one that nobody is telling. Protect your home. Sure, you are shouting head of the family, head of the family. But it's okay. This is one of the responsibilities that comes with the head of the family. Make divination regularly. And if in the course of that divination, you find out that your wife is committing adultery, Ologbeni, if I has a solution for it, driving out of the house is not. It is your time to sit down. Kofi shiosun, kofi para, kewa lo shebonye. Then sit down and ask her, am I not good enough for you as a man? Am I not doing it well? Am I not dressing nice? Is it my perfume that is not smelling nice enough? And am I not giving you attention? Do I not buy you gifts? What was the thing that you saw in that man that distracted you? Sit down and have that conversation with your wife. Sit down and have it. It's possible for you to not to be doing something. See, and the first thing that came to my mind when I saw this audio is that when people say men are polygamous in nature, human beings are polygamous in nature. Women are polygamous in nature. Yemowo was polygamous. She was polygamous in nature. She committed adultery. She was managing two men at the same time. Understand the fact that women are also polygamous in nature. Every human being wants the tendency to have options. I love my husband in the house. And let me tell you, the same way that men will tell you, you can cheat on your wife and still love her. A woman can cheat on you and still love you too. Yemowo still loved her husband, because when they told her to perform ebo, why didn't she say, no, I'm not doing, I want to go to my lover. He's the one that I want to be with. If at that point he said it was over between her and Orishala, and he wants to go and marry Ajana Wirepe, she would have gone. There's nothing that will hold her down, and she will not die. It is no longer adultery. She has gone to marry somebody else. So the fact that she chose to stay and to do the ebo and end it is because she still loved her husband. But she was cheating. She was committing. In fact, she has carried her hoe and cutlass that day to still go to the farm and commit adultery on the way. That same day, they have already planned a date for it. And she's the wife in somebody's house. So yes, we should stop telling ourselves, men are polygamous in nature. A man can cheat on you and still love you. Someone said, I read about a woman who had a husband in the north and in the east in Nigeria. I know, right? I read that story too. She had two families. She maintained them. She will spend like maybe 2 years in the north. with a family there, raising children there, and down south here, women, see, don't lie to yourself. Oh, the same way men have the ability to do this thing, women have, in fact, obìnrin ló jìn jù is a woman that can do it without you even suspecting anything. Women, they can multitask perfectly. Now, this is not a cry for, oh, let us know. This is just to wake you up to reality that this is what these things are. Stop hiding under the illusion of a man is, and the moment a man does it, a woman doesn't have a choice but to just stay with it and fix it. No, it goes both ways. It goes both ways. Orishala, Obatala, his wife cheated on him. Who are you that you think that your wife cannot cheat on you? Who are you that you think if the wife that Ifa picked for Obatala can be polygamous and adulterous in nature? You are now telling yourself women too are polygamous in nature. If you are not giving a woman what she wants, she also has the tendency to go and find it somewhere else. There must be something that woman was seeing, Yemowo was seeing in Ajana. If she was getting everything she wanted from her husband, she won't go there. There is something that she was seeing. There is something. Maybe it is what's the word? How do we describe that without? Obatala's wife cheated with who? Ajona Werepe. That's the name of the man. We are reading Odrifa Oworin Oyeku. And he was a human being, it's not history. But when they say cheated with who, it sounds like if what? Oh, they will leave the live streaming. Don't leave the live streaming. Emi Konimo saw. Is the fact that said it, and that's the reality. I'm not the one that said it. That's why I did not recite the Odu for my head. I carried a book that everybody can confirm. It's not me that said it. But I'm not saying that to say that we should condone adultery. No. The verdict that if I gave for adultery in this is on living, like total, complete end of life. That's what if I gave as the verdict. So whichever way it goes, male or female, it's not even something. The moment you commit to somebody, please stay on the terms of your commitment. Stay on the terms of your commitment. But mistakes can happen. Is everybody has the tendency of these things. So dear men, don't throw away a woman that has stayed with you through thick and thin just because she committed adultery. Orishala did not throw her away. They fixed their marriage and they moved on. I can't even imagine I'm saying this. As I'm saying it, it's sounding funny to me, but it is so interesting that we can actually say this backed up with the story of the Orishas and backed up with an SAFA. So, dear men, you sit down and ask your wife, even if you are not suspecting anything, go home and ask your wife today that, see, I know women have the tendency to also be distracted. I know that it is possible. Ajay Posi Africa. Let me take this opportunity to mention this. I need you guys to visit a particular website, Ajay Africa. That's the website, ajaymiposiafrica.com. Please confirm if ajaymiposiafrica.com is your website or ajaymiposi.com. Please confirm what your website is, ma. I need you to visit that website to get everything African, all things African, everything African. You're going to get it there. Is that okay? So please visit the website. She's going to confirm which one it is, if it's ajaymiafrica.com or ajaymiposi.com, Ajaymiposi Africa. Yeah. Thank you so much for the gift. So please, you sit down with your wife today when you get home and you ask her that. See, I know that women also have the tendency to want, okay, www.ajaymiposi.com. Yeah, that's the website. Ajaymiposi.com. That's the website. Please, I need you guys to go visit that website. If Iyanifa says visit somewhere, if you're an African entity, trust me, that place is packed with everything you want. So visit and come on the next live streaming to tell me what you feel about it. So you will sit down with your wife today and tell your wife that Ianifa says women to have the tendency to want to enjoy was variety. Women to want to have variety in men. And I know that you, as my wife, you are not different. There are some things that I'm not doing that you could wish you are getting somewhere else. It's possible for you to also be distracted. Another man could be giving you attention when I'm not there, so that we will not get into trouble. Because the fact says, when adultery happens, this is what's going to happen. Please tell me, what are those things I'm not doing well as a husband? Am I dressing nice enough for you? Is my haircut okay? Is my body odor and my mouth odor okay? When we are in the other room, am I doing it well? Because that's one major reason. Men don't understand. That's one major reason women could be distracted in their relationship. See, because an African woman is raised to feed and fuel the ego of her man. So when it comes to the activities of the bedroom, even if the man is not doing it right, she has been structured to say things, to make sounds, to just do things to make the man feel like, he's the best in the game. Meanwhile, she's not feeling nothing. Some women will get to the point where they will go and find it somewhere else. The same way a man will say, my wife is boring in bed. She's always complaining it's tired. I didn't want to do it, but because she's not giving it to me, and a man cannot stay too long without having this thing. A human being cannot stay too long. If you are deceiving yourself that you come home, you don't touch your wife in 3 months and she's okay. She's not okay. There is no way she's okay. So if you find out eventually that woman is cheating on you, uncle, it's your fault. So we need to understand today that men too can be at fault in these things. Sit down with your wife, like Obatala did. Fix your marriage. Find out where you're not doing it right as a husband. Providing and bringing money home is not all that there is. Except you married a woman who she used you as poverty alleviation program. If your woman did not use you as poverty alleviation program, she can also make money for herself. There is no money that has men written on it. So if you think providing basic needs for her is the reason she will stay, her father provided it for her, and she was not sleeping with her father. Friends can provide it for her. Siblings, uncles, and aunties can provide it. So it's more than that. What a woman wants in a marriage is more than that. So Yemowo, the wife of Orishanla that was committing adultery, it is possible that Orishanla too was not doing some things right. So as a man, sit down with your partner today and find out how you can fix your marriage, how you can fix your home. If the woman that used to love you before have all of a sudden started nagging, you too just bury your ego, put your ego aside and tell yourself that you could be the responsibility. Yoruba will say, Aja to rí ni lánàá tó ń jùrù. Tó bá rí èèyàn lénìí tó ń sá, ó ní nǹkan kan tó rí. A dog that saw you yesterday and was wagging his tail and was happy, if he sees you today and his tail is behind his leg and he's running away and he's crying, there's something that he has seen. Your wife is not a mad woman. She's not a crazy human being. You to sit down with her. The same way she calls you every time to say, babe, I don't like the way you're looking. What's happening? Is work stressful? She also wants you to ask her. And it's okay if she sits with you. Tell her, if it is in the bedroom that I'm not doing well, I need you to tell me these things. Because you people don't want to hear it. So the woman will not. Why am I like this every time you show up on my live screen, Lillian? Why does my face just light up like 200 million times? Thank you so much, sis. I really, 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 really appreciate it. Ajay will bless you. Ajay will multiply with you. Ajay will increase with you. Your sources of income will multiply 1,000,000 times. Let's share it, Dumari. Your children will bring you joy. Your children will bring you greatness. Your children will constantly make you proud. Omaraye, they will not use your children to torment you. Let's share it, Dumari. I love you so much and I miss you. Thank you. So, what were we saying? So, dear men, please, you should also do that. And stop this narrative of, it was my wife that pushed me out of the house. If you can tell yourself that your wife pushed you out of the house, then let us also accept that a man can push his wife out of the house too. We are both human beings. We have legs. We can be pushed. When they apply force on a woman too, she will move. She's not a tree that is stuck on one point. Even tree, you can move it with what is it called? With cutlass and whatever it is. She's not a mountain that cannot move. So if he says she pushed you out of the house, you too can push her. Sit down and find out, in what way have I also been pushing my wife? Or in what way have I started pushing her small, small? She's just standing. She's saying, no, I will not go. This is my home. This is my... Find out. Sit down with her. Anybody that is watching this video or might watch a replay, you say, Iyanifa Ewa is a feminist. No. See, the number of people that are telling women these things, they are like 1 billion. So women will hear it anyway. Trust me, before your wife scrolls through Instagram and TikTok to the end of today, somebody will tell her how to be a good wife, at least one person. But nobody is telling you. So let me spend today to tell you, your wife is a good woman. If she's not a good woman, then we should ask you, why did you marry her? You should check your head. Why did you marry a woman that is not good? So if your brain is intact, you must have married a good woman, at least. She started out being good. Anita, thank you so much for that gift. Ajay will multiply it. Sorry. And sorry, I didn't see your name. I think it's Anita. It's Anita. It's Anita. Thank you so much for that gift. Ajay will multiply it for you. Ajay will increase you on every ground. So like I was saying, people tell men and women a lot. Men, it's time to tell you too. Please, if men are putting the same effort women are putting into saving their home, into covering up the inadequacies of their partners, divorce rates will cut down by half. It will cut down by half. If the time you find out that your wife was engaging in adultery, like Obatala found out, you did the required etutu and ebo, you talked to your wife and you fixed your home, that marriage will not end. Women are doing it every day. If she finds out, there are chances that she will do it for you too. So you to sit down and do it. Take a clue from Obatala. He fixed his home. Please keep tapping on your screen. Keep tapping, keep liking, keep sharing. And for those of you men, you have chosen your own sexual fantasies, your own intimacy fantasies. He's sleeping with another person's wife. Ifa says, what is waiting for you is untimely death. Ifa says he's knocking. Iku is knocking on your door like this. He's knocking on your door quietly, telling you to listen. Yoruba says, Iku to shini ni fila lo, owe lo npa fun ni o. You see all those negative experiences you are experiencing. You men that is sleeping with other people's wives, other people's girlfriends, other people's fiancés. They are in a committed relationship. Stop saying, he has not put a ring on it, but she's committed to the man. She has told the man, we are not in an open relationship, except they are in an open relationship. If they are not in an open relationship, she's another man's woman. As long as there is a commitment, whether it's legal commitment, verbal commitment, traditional commitment, family commitment, living conditions commitment, whatever commitment they've had, if you are engaging in intimacy with another woman, you see the things you are experiencing now is ikuto shinini filalo. Let me explain that to you. They said if death removes your cap from your head, is giving you a warning. The next time is coming to remove your head from your neck. That's negative experience you are having in your business while you are engaging in intimacy with another person's wife or fiancé. It is equal giving you warning. Is Awon Yami giving you warning. The next time they come, that's what they said. I'm not the one that made up this story. They said, Ifá yìí kan náà ni a dá fún àjànà wèrèpè tí ń ṣe àlè yemọwọ́, a ní kí ó rú òbúkọ mẹ́ta àti ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́dógún owó kí òun náà má bàa kú, ó gbọ́bọ ooru. Listen in English. The same Ifá was divine for Ajana Werepe, who was Yemowo's lover. He was asked to sacrifice 3 he-goats and 6,600 cowries in order to avoid dying, in order to avoid his life ending, in order to avoid that calamity and that sentence of unliving. He heeded the advice and performed the sacrifice. Oh, Jeb. Remember that the person we did Odrifa for yesterday did not answer. This one, they had care. So please and please, in any capacity that this table has been, I can see you falling down from that table. The table has been crushed. Wherever it is you fell, if it's the right side of the table or the left side of the table that you are sitting on and it fell, stand up and pick up yourself again. There is still hope for your marriage. Dear men, take your pride away. The success of your marriage depends on you. When you marry your wife, you are chasing her with every beautiful thing in life. Now that you have married her, don't stop chasing. Don't stop dating. Keep working on your marriage. You are Razak. Thank you very much, Razak, for joining us today. Keep working on your marriage. Keep asking your wife every time what she wants. Understand the fact that there are so many men out there that is also catching the eyes of your wife. Understand the fact that there are so many men out there that are flashing fine body. You need help, please send a message via WhatsApp. Please put the WhatsApp number there. Understand the fact that there are men with six packs out there who might catch the eyes of your wife. If it's six packs your wife wants, go to the gym and get a six pack. It's not only women that will be doing surgery every day and entering into the gym because they don't want to lose their husband. You too, you don't want to lose your wife, or do you? You think those girls out there, if you think if they come home, they are going to do half of what your wife is doing. They are not going to do it. So don't lose that good woman because of pride. Sit down and work on your marriage. Fix your marriage. Look good for your woman. Spend at least 1 hour a day praying and making iwure for your marriage. You are also a human being. You pray for your business and you pray for money. What's going to happen to you if you sit down and work on your marriage and pray for your wife? If you see that your wife is distracted, ask her what does she want. If not, another man will carry her away. They took the wife. They took the wife of Obatala. They had the effrontery and the guts to sleep with the wife of Obatala. Is it you that you think they cannot sleep with your wife? So please, Mr. El Yadrif, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the gift. Ajay will multiply it in a million folds for you in every area that you need help, not only financially, in every area that you need help, Ajay will multiply it for you. As you join, this is Ashe for today. This is the daily program where we share the Odrifa for the day. The Odrifa for today is Oworin Oyeku, and he's talking about marriage, relationship, adultery, and how men are supposed to handle it. Now, I said I was going to make an announcement. Remember that we have been talking about Ifa, yes. And so many times I've told you that, yes, it's a WhatsApp contact. Royal Art, somebody is asking yeah, that's my WhatsApp contact that is posted by Royal Art. I will pin it on the screen. Remember that I keep telling you that Ifa is more than just religion. Ifa contains religion, Ifa contains physics, Ifa contains science, Ifa contains technology, Ifa contains so many other things. Now, we're going to be adding a new course at Ifa College, and that is the mathematics of Ifa. The way Ifa uses its binary system to solve every problem. It's called the theory of everything. The mathematics system of Ifa fixes everything. It covers everything. It contains everything. Now, this aspect of Ifa has nothing to do with religion and spirituality at all. It doesn't have anything to do with religion and spirituality at all. There is an Odrifa that I would have loved to read. I didn't send it to you. I didn't send that Odrifa to you. Let me see if I can quickly do something. You guys, please hold on. Let me see if I can quickly do something. Let me see if I can quickly do something. Just hold on. 1 minute, 1 minute. If I send something to you, are you going to be able to read it? Send it. Open it for me. So I'm sending it to WhatsApp. Fast now. I sent it to you. All right, guys, I'm back. Yes. So can you guys see me? Are you still seeing me on TikTok? Please let me know if you can see me now. There's an audio I want to read to you. And this is where, oh, Zen project, you are here. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Aboro Aboy. So we're going to include a course on IFA College, and it talks about how IFA was used to solve everything. You see, when westernization came, it's a very long story, but this is the part of IFA where you hear things like IFA contains physics, IFA contains chemistry, the theory of binary and computers and technology is in IFA. You hear that physics is in IFA. You hear that medicine, science, technology, everything is in IFA. This is a course that is going to open your eyes to all of that. Now, the person that is going to be anchoring this course, we had a conversation yesterday and he sent something to me. There's an Odrifa here. The Odrifa says, Ideri gidi ni ntono ola, ojeri gidi ni ntono ola kale, adifa fo osa ńlá ọ̀sẹ̀rẹ̀ màgbò, lọ́jọ́ tí baba lọ ń tanná ọlá látàn pẹ́, ẹbọ làwo ní kó mú ṣe, ó sì gbẹ́bọ níbẹ̀ ó rúbọ, ǹjẹ́ mo tanná ọlá mo pa ti bí, òṣàlá ọ̀sẹ̀rẹ̀ màgbò tanná ọlá, Ifá tanná ọlá mo pa ti bí. Now, if you understand Yoruba, if you understand what I just read, can you just tell me what are the things you picked from that Odu? Let's do this quickly and wrap up the original Odu we are teaching. If you understand Yoruba, can you tell me the things that you heard in that Odu if I just read now? Ẹsẹ̀ Fatimo Kanye, kí làwọn nǹkan tẹ́ gbọ́ níbẹ̀? Wọ́n náà tanná ọlá, wọ́n tanná ọlá, wọ́n pa ti bí. Òrìṣà ńlá tanná ọlá, ó tanná ọlá pẹ́. You heard Ebo. Apart from Ebo, what exactly is that? What was the Ebo made for? What was the Ebo supposed to be about? Òrìṣà ńlá was the one that this divination was done for. Someone says it's a prayer. You did not hear me properly. Listen to me again. No, ẹ̀yin tẹ́ jọmọ Yorùbá, I need you to listen. I want us to analyze this. He lights the light of wealth, the light of wealth, to keep light shining. Okay. So the light of wealth, thank you. One the light of wealth and the light of riches. Now, that is the first thing you saw. Anybody that sees this Odu on the surface picks up this Odrifa and says, oh, this Odrifa talks about wealth, about your light is shining. But now let's look at the Odrifa as people that have basic knowledge of physics and metals and electricity. He says, Ideri gidi ni ntoná ọlá, ojeri gidi ni ntoná ọlá kálẹ̀. Ide, what is Ide? What is Ide in English? What is Ide in English? I will still explain that Odu in English, so just hang in there. Bakari says he talks about wealth. Yes, about wealth. What is Ide in English? Ide is brass. What is Oje? What is Oje in English? Ide is brass. Thank you. Ide is brass. Oje is what? Oje is lead. Let me help you so that we can be faster. Now, for somebody that has physics in their head, that understands metals, we have copper in brass. Is that okay? And then we have lead. Is that okay? Now, the combination of copper and lead, what does it produce? Read the combination of copper and lead and see what Orishala wanted to use it for. He wanted to use it láti tanná. So in 2025 that you and I are speaking, the combination of copper and lead is going to produce what? What type of iná is it? What type of iná is it going to produce? Please, this is why I'm saying that you need to go and register for that course. You people have to see Ifa beyond just fixing a problem that is spiritual, just to enable. When you combine copper and lead, and you are talking about, you are talking about electricity, pure heart. Thank you very much. So when you look at that Odwifa, it is not only talking about wealth. It is talking about how Orishanla was able to produce the first source of electricity. Ifá directed Orishanla to idẹ yẹn o, copper yẹn o, àti lead yẹn o, òun la máa mú papọ̀ tá a fi máa ṣe náà ọlá tó máa tàn pẹ́. Electricity ni, òun ṣe gbogbo nǹkan náà ní spiritual problem. And it is in Ifa, just like there are so many other things in Ifa, literally everything. It is called the theory of everything. So you see that when they say a lot of discoveries that still need to be made. If we are going to build Africa back to what it is again, someone said the thing is that people are just on survival mode to discover the truth. You have to get out of survival mode. If we want Africa to be what we say it is and what we say is going to be. Bakari, thank you very much. Electricity, I'm just seeing your comment. If it is going to be what it is, if we are going to make maximum use of Ifa, if we are going to do exactly what they did when they took it away from us, we are going to sit down and learn it. Binary is the basis of everything. The computers, the technology, the everything that has been done has been based on binary, right? Meanwhile, when they wanted to teach us numbering system in school, they taught us decimal numbering system. They taught us counting from 1 to 10. If binary is doing what binary is doing, why didn't they teach us binary in school? Has it ever occurred to you? The only time that they told me about binary in school was in GSS 1, New General Maths Book 1. Those of you that schooled in Nigeria, they gave us one topic, add and subtract in binary. That's all. So that one is up one so that they will say, they will not say they did not mention binary to us at all. Oh. They just taught us for 2 weeks in class, and that's the end. Every other thing was taught to us on a system that we will never use. Now think about it. The people that made the discoveries of life, they discovered this, they invented this, they came up with this. People that are succeeding excellently in different areas of life. How many of them can you link it with what they were or their school? Most of them is either they didn't go to school, they are school dropout, or they are making success in something that has absolutely nothing to do with what they went to study in school. Aside from practical professions like law, which they are just recounting something that has been stated there. Even medicine, a doctor in the hospital, what he learns in 100 level and 200 level is not what he's dealing with in real life. You will still get to your career and learn. They will still do training for you on real life. Why then do you think they help us to get into an educational system that is not going to amount to anything? Thank you so much for that gift. Because they stole what the knowledge is and they gave us something to continue to. Imagine, let me and you think about it. You go to primary school, you go to secondary school, first degree, master's. Before you can get employed, they tell you to produce your first degree, your BS result, either first class or 2-1. If they manage 2-2, excuse me, only for you to be employed. And you will still have to go through 6 months of training to be able to do the job. If your BSc was a criteria, why don't you just apply what you learned in BSc straight up on the job? No. People study banking and finance in school. Is that what you are doing in the banking hall? No. They took the system of pure practical, step-by-step education from us and then sold us a lifetime of 6 years in primary school, 6 years in secondary school, 4 years in university. That's what? 12 plus 4, 16. Then you still do masters, 18. 18 years learning trash and crap. 18 years learning something that when you still get on the job, you will still be writing professional exam. That's when they've started teaching you the real thing. Which means that a secondary school dropout can get a job in the bank today, and they will do that same training that they are doing for you, the master's holder, for the person, and the person will be able to perform the work. They took this simple odrifa that I read to you. Sit down and take the copper and the lead and practice it together. We will produce electricity. So get off that idea that they told you that the Western world is one that brought it. If they didn't bring it for us, I was reading through the comment section of one post, and they were talking about traditional medicine versus Western medicine. And someone says, I know traditional medicine is okay, but for those of us that use glasses, we would understand that Western medicine is the one that saved us, because you think that your people could not have come up with that. These degrees don't even, it doesn't work in any world, whether Western, Eastern, or Northern or Southern. It doesn't work. The educational system they gave us doesn't work, either for them or for us. But it has been structured in a way that 18 years of your life, you are going to spend it doing something that is not productive, to just make you redundant, while they are making progress with what they took away from here. So please, I told you, I said, Ifa College is here to give knowledge that is going to liberate Yoruba race, liberate every African that wants to be a part of this. I'm going to continue to announce it until we launch that course. This is the first awareness program. That course is the theory, is Ifa mathematics, the theory of everything. Ifa uses his mathematics binary system to solve everything. 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 We just solved an issue now of the way men handle their marriages and their relationships with an odrifa. The Esaifa that I read to you now, somebody will see it and find wealth there. It will solve that problem. Somebody will see it and find electricity there. It will solve that problem. I was talking to my husband about this yesterday, and we were going back and forth about how, what was life looking like here? If we claim that Ifa was everything, why wasn't life of our people the way it was? And let me tell you something, between you and I, manpower is not the problem of Africa. Natural resources is not the problem of Africa. Laziness is not the problem of Africa. Lack of knowledge is not the problem of Africa. Not having everything we need is not the problem of Africa. Bad governance, greed governance, nonchalant, selfish governance is what got us to where we are. That is what got us to where we are. Retract that in our history. Every other thing is here, and our people are ready to do every other thing. You think if we blink our eyes today and snap our fingers today and bad leadership switches, do you know how many people will come back home? Do you know how many people hate it out there in the abroad where they are? People want to come back home to family, to the people that they love and the people that they know. People want to come back home to good weather, not extreme weather conditions. People want to come back to a place where racism doesn't exist as much. People want to come back to a place where they feel safe, where their children of color can walk on the streets and they are not scared of somebody is shooting, somebody is doing this. People want to come back to a place where you don't have so much bullying in our schools. People want to come back to a place where children are not being fed with the idea of respect for authority and respect for your grown-ups is child abuse. And we have all of that. So newsflash, if you did not know that Africa was prospering before now. Please go to ChatGPT and ask ChatGPT what is called the transatlantic trade period, and read how wealthy Africa was, to the point that these people came from across the Atlantic to do business with us because we had structure. Economy was thriving. Production was thriving. You can't read the Oduifa and not find something to invent and not find a solution to something. Wọ́n ní wọ́n máa tan náà là, wọ́n máa tàn pẹ́, wọ́n máa tàn kálẹ̀. Electricity a máa tàn kálẹ̀, a máa tàn pẹ́. Òun kọ́ ló ṣì ń tàn sí wa lójú yìí ni. So please, Ifa mathematics. Now, why we pick the word mathematics is because that is the system Ifa uses. But it's a theory that solves everything. And if we are going to grow Africa and make Africa great again, we have to go to the manual that was given us to do it, which is Ifa. I know the other people in different parts of Africa are thinking, it cannot be only Ifa. Yoruba people are not in a competition with the rest of the world. If your ancestors gave you something else, sit down and look into what your ancestors gave us. But you see this Ifa that our ancestors gave us, we have not found a match for it anywhere. And I say it, if I have to come to this life again, I will choose to be Nigerian again. I will choose to be Yoruba again. I will choose to be an Ifa devotee again. Because that is where the life is. That is where the truth is. So I will continue to announce until the day that we launch. We are putting the structure of the classes together. Whatever profession you are, that theory is going to solve it. My spiritual father, who was the one that wrote, the one that put together the current Yoruba calendar that we use right now in a structured format way back in the 60s, he said when he was in school, he was using Okpele Yenda. He was using Okpele to help science students to do their, what was it called in school? To do their lab practicals, their chemistry practicals, their physics practicals. He was using Okpele to help them solve it. Now, his friends will go to class, they get the solution to the problem, to the question, but they did not tell their teacher that it was Ifa they were using, because nobody wanted to, one, they did not want anybody to know their cheat code, and they did not want to talk about Ifa. A lot of people are using Ifa to solve real life problems, away from Etutu Anebo. Etutu Anebo is good. Sacrifice and appeasement is good. Spiritual problem is a thing. You can solve it. Beyond that, people are using Ifa to solve everyday real life problems. It's the society that has been structured in such a way that people don't talk about it. Nobody wants to talk about it. If it's possible for Ifa to shine light into everybody's home and see where Ifa is hidden, a lot of you, your mouth, they could do it. Some of our children, sorry for those of you on YouTube, the line went off for a bit, sorry, we're back. Some of our children have the talent and the skills, and they have been destined to make great discoveries, but you eventually send them to school. And the moment you send them to school, I'm not saying don't send your children to school, don't worry. We are growing gradually to get to the point where the educational system we would have in this part of the world will be based on what our ancestors gave us. We are getting there gradually. By the time your child enrolls in school, by the time you as the parent enrolls for this course, and your child is using it to make different discoveries, you know how children just sit down and they are making things. Some children are gifted, but a lot of those gifts by a 10, a 12, it dies because there is no teaching, no information, no support to help that child explore it. I was asking my lawyer to help me patent an idea. And they go to the ministry that handles patents, and they said, we don't patent things in Nigeria because we don't believe Nigerians are coming up with any innovation. We're sure that somebody somewhere in the world, they saw it somewhere and they copied it. That was what the man literally said. He said, please, madam, I will advise you to just go and copyright patent. Before we do it, it will take years. We have to go back and forth to find out. But first of all, their underlying mindset is that we cannot have genius ideas as Nigerians. That is the ministry that is handling patents. They said they haven't done it in a while, in years, in decades, because they feel that by default, nobody is discovering anything genius. Nobody is finding out anything genius. Yes, that's what I was told. Somebody designed something for the college for us to be able to use for schools in villages. He came up with the idea. He has been working on this idea like 8 years. And he said he's scared of pushing it out because people will copy it. And he gave it to us. He said, please, ma, I trust it with you. I don't want it to step out without legally covering it. That was what they told me. So it's time for us to say, we are not dumb people. We are not just a country where the rest of the world is just dumping their products, consuming nation. There was a time when we were a producing nation. There was a time when we were a producing nation. There was a time when we were an innovative nation. There was a time when we were making discoveries, innovations, and we were being pioneers of so many things. And we're going to take that back. We are going to take that back. I keep saying it. Right now, we are not at a place where we are saying, government, help us. We need funding. No, we are going to help ourselves. By the time 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 20, 50, 100,000, 1 million people are doing these things, the government will not have a choice but to listen to us. So please, if you want to pre-register, not if you want to, you have to pre-register for that course. There is no 1-2 in this one. And this has nothing to do with religion and spirituality in any way. The only part of it that has to do with spirituality is that the Iyanifas and the Babalawos that learnt the code are the ones that is going to break down the code, because you have not learnt it. You don't know what the code of a Giogbe and Kiniko is. When we were asking you to learn, they lied to you that because you are a Christian, you cannot learn Ifa. And you too, with the level of education and exposure you have, you are telling yourself, if you learn Ifa, you will go to fire. If you learn that brass and lead will combine together to form electricity, you will go to fire. Continue. 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 This is what religion has done to you. Please, everybody that is on this timeline is not an option. You need to get this knowledge and this information. If you now get it and decide not to use it, it's okay. But I will have known that I made you get it. Please put up the WhatsApp number. Send projects. Please send me a message after this live stream. Put up the WhatsApp number. Come and pre-register for that course. It's online, so it doesn't matter what part of the world you are in. It's flexible. It doesn't matter what your time schedule is. Pre-register for this course so that the moment, because it's going to be a live course. Most of it is going to be in live sessions. Some part of it is pre-recorded, but most of it is going to be in live sessions. So there is a maximum number of students we can take per class, per group, per cohort. There is maximum number of students we can take. So you want to be one of the first that we are going to pick. That problem that you have in your law career, in your medicine career, in architecture, in academics, in administration, in secretarial work, whatever your profession is, the next level your profession is going to is in the Odrifa. There is an Odrifa for it, practically. Some of you that, a lot of us are raising teenagers. I read an Odrifa, we are going to get there, that teaches you the technique of how to raise teenagers in a way that they will become successful adults to deal with that phase. It is inside the Odrifa. It's there. It is there. And Odrifa is not asking you that when you finish reading the Odu, you cannot read Bible or Quran. But the one that is important for life, should be compulsory for everybody. If nothing, ask yourself that if this thing is not valuable, why did they hide it and why were they constantly hiding it? Trust me, the reason they were hiding Ifa is not so that you will not go to hell, because millions of people will still go to hell eventually. They have already told you that the number of people that are heading to hell, they are like 1,000,000 times more than the people that will ever make heaven. So you will still go to hell whichever way. It's not Ifa that will take you to hell. You are lying, you will go to hell. You are stealing, you go to hell. You do not forgive the person that hurts you. Somebody has offended you, you will go to hell because you are hurt and pained about something that was done against you. You will go. You are keeping malice, you will go. You are looking at another woman with the thought of, wow, look at her curves and her shape. And you are thinking about, they say just looking at and thinking about to take. So trust me, the things that are going to take you to hell, Ifa is the list of your problem. Because hell, love already. Think about everything you have done and thought about from morning to today. There must have been one thing that is already candidate of hell in everything. So Ifa is not your problem. So send a message, post the WhatsApp number again. Send a message via WhatsApp to pre-register for this course. Pre-register for it. Register your wife, you too, the husband, your children, your neighbors. Those of you that want to support Ifa College, this is where we need your support. You pay pre-registration for as many people as cannot afford it. Other people might not be able to afford the fee for whatever reason. I will make it compulsory for people that I know that have money to subsidize and pay scholarship. We will raise scholarship for this course. And you people will be giving to this. Maybe it's GoFundMe we are going to raise. Don't worry, the details will be updated on the website today. Details will be updated on the website today. But your pre-registration is going on right now. Olufola, thank you for that gift. Ajia so dirun, Ajia so digba fún yín o. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ọwọ́ yín ò ní kàn sálẹ̀ àpò. Ẹ ní táwó ná. Ibi tẹ́gbẹ́ yín ti ń náwó, ẹ ní bá wọn nájú níbẹ̀. Àtàwàràwàrà àtàjèrè lélẹ́dùmarè máa fi ọjà yín ṣe láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Excuse me. Ibi tẹ́ ti mú ẹ jáde, ajé á di fún yín o. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. So if we are going to set up a scholarship fund or GoFundMe, I don't know what we are going to do, but I will make it compulsory for the people that I know that can afford. Budget 10,000 ló máa fi sínú scholarship fund there. Every one of us are going to support that scholarship because there are children, particularly in the inner cities, who we have spotted with gifts, with skills. They need this knowledge. Instead of us using that scholarship to send them to Western school, I don't care about that. I'm not saying don't go. But you see this one, we are going to compulsorily push it into our inner cities. Those children that we take stick and a matchstick and box and make something, and you look at it and you'll be wondering, how did this person even think about this? Children that will sit down and talk, and you know that there's something going on there. Ifa is what they need to help them expand it, to help them find the guidelines into it. So it's you and I that are going to do this one compulsorily. Nobody will be left behind. Everything is going to be open. We'll have somebody that will manage the whole scholarship fund on a platform where everybody can see as money is going in, and they will use it to pay for students to learn. Till we are able to physically set up a building. Somebody has called to say they are giving Ifa College land. The man said we should come and take as many as we want. It's an expanse. It's an expanse community. I don't even want to call it parcel of land. And they've told me to come, send somebody, just measure as far as you want. We are going to set it up there. People will be able to learn it in a physical space, in online space, until it becomes a compulsory subject in our primary school and secondary school. You and I are going to do it. Enough of us complaining, Nigeria will be better. It go better, it go better. Nigeria is going through a lot. This country is, the people that are responsible, nobody is responsible. You and I are the ones that are responsible. The part that we have to play, we will play it. The part we have to play, we will play it. As terrible as we say our government is, our governance is, our countries, some people are still enjoying, they are still enjoying life in Nigeria, in Ghana, in Kenya, that you people are complaining. If people can create luxury life for themselves amidst everybody complain, imagine when 10, 20, 30, 40,000, 1 million, 10 million people are able to create that. Eventually, bad governance, we are the ones that will suffocate bad governance out of there. We are the ones that is going to suffocate the bad governance out of there. We are the ones that is going to do it. And the only way we are going to do it is through Ifa. So send a message and say you want to pre-register for that course. I'm going to make it compulsory. Those of you that are just meeting me, you don't know me when I decide to do something. When I decide to do something, I will brainwash every human being around me into doing it. That's what I do. But you know what I want to do is good. So if I brainwash you into doing good for yourself, the day you snap out of it, you realize that Yanifa is the best thing that happened to you. Ifa College is the best thing that happened to you. Isheshe is the best thing that happened to you. So you will, as you come into my DM for consultation, first thing I will ask you is, have you registered for Ifa, the theory of everything? No, ma, go and register. That's what I'll tell you. I want to do it to an neighbor. Yes, we will do it. But have you registered for Ifa, the theory of everything? Go and register. If you say hello to me, before I say, how are you doing? Have you registered? That will be our Ojumore. Ojumore Mbenye, have you registered? Tick gbogbo yin fima. You too will tell your friends that will tell your friends. We will have sense. We will have sense. You will read it. You will be reading. You will go through that class and you'll be saying, eh. Some of you will remember the dreams you had as a child. You will remember the dreams you had as a child and you say, so this thing was in Ifa, and I was telling people around me and they say I was not making sense. Sorry that your childhood has to be like that, but your adulthood will change. And the childhood of the children that are coming will change. This is what is going to change. When they tell you something is the theory of everything, everything. That noise we are making about Ifa, we are about to know what it is. And please, for those of you that want to support, this is a good cause to support. Ifa did not teach us to go out and beg for money, but this time around, we are literally demanding for the support in any form that it can come. We need to set up apps for this learning. We need to build structures for it. We need to, as for the teachers that is going to be teaching online, they're going to be spending heavily on internet and data. We need support for that. In any way you think, we need support for publicity, to run adverts, to talk about it in the media, in the newspaper. Those of you that are into media and PR, whatever it is, send a message to the WhatsApp number and do your own support. Nigeria will be great again. This is where it starts with. Little here and there. But you see this knowledge, it will go out. This time around, they are not going to stop it. This time around, they are not going to hide it. This time around, they are not going to kill it. All the time wasting that we did before, the time for it has ended. We are taking up our heritage, our future, the life that we want to live, that is awesome for us. We have started it. Eshegoni, that's the announcement I want to make. Any questions? I'm sure the men on this timeline are happy. The moment I start talking about something, say, who that's taking Yanifa off our neck today? The way she was stepping on our neck. I didn't forget. I did not forget you people. Is it true? Is very it's true. You are very infectious, and I'm still here. Someone say I'm very infectious. The energy of the Orishas that is in me will catch you and hook you and give you sense. You will learn that truth by fire, by force. You will learn it. You're not going anywhere. All of us, we have sense. So, dear men, you thought I've forgotten you. I did not forget you. Odrifa, Oworin, Oyeku, go and watch this video again. I will tag this video. This is for men on YouTube when we upload it. Every man that comes into my DM, first thing I will say is, have you seen Odrifa, Oworin, Oyeku? That's the Odrifa for today. Thank you so much for joining us. We had an amazing time. On Sunday, we will still talk a lot. My happiness is your connection with Send Project. Thank you so much. On Sunday, we will still talk about this in depth. I will bring the the how would I put it, the tutor of that class. I will bring the person on my live streaming on Sunday for the first time. I'll be sharing my screen with somebody else. Wow. For you to know that, for me to share my screen with someone else, you know that I'm crazily passionate about what we are going to talk about. So on Sunday, during our Sunday morning live streaming, time is 12 noon Nigerian time on Sunday, which is 7 a.m. on the EST on Sunday. Tomorrow, we're still going to have Ashe for today, 6 a.m. Nigerian time, normal time, 6 a.m. Nigerian time, 1 a.m. on the EST, 10 p.m. on the Pacific time, 5 a.m. on GMT, and 9 a.m. for those of you in Dubai, to dive into another Odrifa for the day, to dive into the Odrifa and the blessings for that day and the Ashe for that day. For those of you on YouTube and on TikTok, thank you very much for staying. I'm Iyanifa Awobankefa, popularly known as Iyanifa Ewa. I'm the founder of Ifa College, and at Ifa College, we teach the undiluted, unwatered down truth about Ifa, about Isheshe, about Africa as a whole, connecting you back to your roots, to your source, to your ancestors, and giving you the identity of who you are. That is what we do. We help you to unlearn the misconceptions about Ifa, about your ancestors, about Africa as a race. We help you to learn the truth about ourselves and relearn certain things you must have known that you have forgotten. The program you are watching right now is Ashe for Today, and it airs every morning, Mondays to Fridays, on our TikTok channel, Ifa College, on our YouTube channel, Iyanifa Ewa TV. For those that had given us gifts, thank you very much for your support. Eshe Gonyo, Ogbo Atoyin, Egbo Eto Lashe Edumare. Ifa Gbeyin, Eledumare Agbeyin, Awalale Ele Agbeyin. Thank you so much for the gift. Ajay will stand by you. Ajay will multiply it to you. Ajay will make you stand in a place of abundance so that you will always be able to give. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Wọ́n ní òkè báyìí ni ọwọ́ afúnni ń gbé, òkè lọ́wọ́ yín á máa gbé láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Wọ́n ní iwájú báyìí ni ọ̀pá ẹ̀bìtì máa ń ré sí, iwájú lẹ máa ré sí o láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ọgbọ́n, ìmọ̀ àti òye tí Ifá àtẹ̀ní ti kọ́ wa àmú ṣe. Adénuwa, adodindi, adowó, adọlá, adọlà, adìdùnnú, adàlàfíà, adi ayọ̀, adi ìlera pípé, adi ìgbéga ní gbogbo ọ̀nà tá a bá ti ń wá o láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Let's round off with our ìwúre. Akọ́dá ayé àṣèbà lénìí, ìbà ṣẹ ọ̀run. Aṣẹ̀dá ayé àṣèbà. Àṣèbà tí wáyé ọjọ́ o, àṣèbà tí wọ̀ oòrùn. Elédùmarè ọba tẹ́rẹrẹ kárí ayé àṣèbà. A lè wí lè ṣe, a lè ṣe lè wí. Aṣẹ̀dá, amẹ̀dá, awẹ̀dá, alágbádá iná, aláwọ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ oòrùn. Òràn ọmọ níṣẹ́ fàyà tí ọba lè wí lè ṣe àṣèbà. Ọba Elédùmarè lánàá lénìí títí ayérayé tó fi gbogbo àgbálá ayé yìí tó fi ṣe àpótí ìtìsẹ̀ rẹ̀. Àṣèbà, aníkíbà wa ṣe ọ. Àṣèbà ajagunmalè, olúwo òdi ọ̀run, àṣèbà olúbíkin, àṣèbà ọ̀sán ìbíkin, àṣèbà gbogbo àwọn òrìṣà, gbogbo àwọn orúnmọlẹ̀ tó dilẹ̀ káàárọ̀ òjíire mú. Àṣèbà yín o, aníkíbà wa ṣe. Ẹ̀yin ìyá mi ọ̀pákẹ́ àlàkẹ́, ẹ̀yin olókìkí òru, ẹ̀yin tẹ̀ ń jáyé, ẹ̀yin tẹ́lẹ̀dùmarè gbélé ayé lé lọ́wọ́, ẹ̀yin abiyamọ ayé, abiyamọ ọ̀run. Àṣèbà, aníkíbà wa ṣe o. Ẹ̀yin ẹlẹ́sẹ̀ kan tí ń bẹ́lẹ́sẹ̀ méjì jà, ọlọ́mú kan tí ń fún gba ọmọ lọ́mú. Ẹ̀yin abiyamọ gbọ̀já gbọ̀rọ̀gbọ̀rọ̀, ẹ̀yin ìgbẹ́kún ẹmu ẹ̀ta tí wéré, ẹ̀yin olókìkí òru, ẹ̀yin atẹ̀dọ̀jòrò òró, ẹ̀yin apanimáyọ̀dà. Àṣèbà yín o, aníkíbà wa ṣe. Ọ̀sà méjì, ọ̀sà méjì, ọ̀sà méjì, ọ̀sà ẹlẹ́yẹ. Àṣèbà. Àpèyìn fún àpèyìn fárùn nítorí gbogbo orí tó péjọpọ̀ lénìí la ṣe pè yín pé kẹ́ ẹ wá fún wa lẹ́yọ̀ọ́nú. Ẹ jẹ́ káwa náà tó ayé ṣe, ẹ jẹ́ ká tó ayé gbé, ẹ lànà fún wa nílé ayé yìí, ẹ gbà fún wa, ẹ jẹ́ káwa náà rí tiwa ṣe, ẹ fún wa ní ibùjókòó tiwa, ẹ fún wa lọ́lá tiwa, ẹ fún wa lówó tiwa, ẹ lànà fún wa ní gbogbo ọ̀nà láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Gbogbo àwọn òrìṣà tá à ń pè tá à ń jí kí, aṣọ́rẹ́yẹ Ọ̀ṣun, Ọ̀ṣunṣẹ́ Ìgbẹ̀ṣẹ́, olóòyè ayùn, ládékojú ẹbọra tí ń gbénú omi, alágbolódò, ẹ̀wùjí, òwáyọrin wáyọrin, bí ẹni wowó, bí ẹni wọlá, bí ẹni wá ọlà. Àṣèbà, aníkíbà wa ṣe ọ. Àṣèbà Ọ̀ṣun, àṣèbà Ọ̀ṣun, gbogbo àwọn ọmọ Ọ̀ṣun lórígun mẹ́rẹ̀ẹ̀rin àgbáláyé níbi tẹ́ ẹ wà àṣèbáyín o a ní kí ìyá wa ẹ̀rùjẹ alágbòlódò kó gbóre fún wa lódindi láṣẹ Èdùmàrè èṣù láàlú ògiri òkun láàróyè wọn lẹ́lẹ́kùn sunkún láàróyè ń sùn jẹ ẹlẹ́kùn ṣunú láàróyè ń ṣùfún láàróyè tó gbẹ́rù wa sórí ìwọ ni o a pè pé kó dúró tì wá gbogbo ẹbọ tá à ń gbé èṣù gbá ẹ̀gbà gbá kó o gbà kó o bá wa gbé fáwọn ajogun kó fi wá sílẹ̀ gbogbo ẹbọ tá à ń rú láṣẹ Èdùmàrè ẹbọ wa fi ẹbọ wa bà ẹbọ wa gbà ẹbọ wa dòdì ọ̀run àwọn tó láyé ò ní dá sí wa lára àwọn tó nílẹ̀ ò ní dá sí wa lára o láṣẹ Èdùmàrè gbogbo bí tá a bá kọjú sí wọn níre lójú owó ń rí ire lójú èmi àti yín máa rí o láṣẹ Èdùmàrè gbogbo àwọn lọ́balọ́ba níjòyè níjòyè àṣebáyín o a ní kí bá wa ṣe gbogbo àwọn ọmọ onílé ògbódò ọ̀rà ẹ̀yin ọmọ Ajíbọ́lá mi ògbódò ọ̀rà ẹ̀yin ọmọ Ẹdó àṣebá Ajíbọ́lá àṣebá Ẹdán àṣebá onílé a ní kí bá wa ṣe o mo ṣe ogbó atọ́ mo ṣe ogbó Ẹdó mo ṣe ogbó Aláwòrò lótùfẹ́ fún gbogbo wa nílé Ajíbọ́lá mo ní kí bá wa ṣe ọ látòrí àwọn olúwo títí dórí àwọn ìyá àbíyè àwọn àpènà àwọn balógun àwọn lísà mo ṣe bá gbogbo wa mo ní kí bá ṣe àṣebá orí àṣebá lẹ́dà a ní orí wa ò ní gbàbọ̀dè ìṣẹ̀dá wa ò ní gbàbọ̀dè láṣẹ Èdùmàrè níbi tó bá ti ń porí wa níbi Ògúnlákayé á dá wọn lóhùn Ọ̀ṣì ìmọ̀lẹ̀ á dá wọn lóhùn olómi nílé fẹ̀jẹ̀ wá á fi ẹ̀jẹ̀ ọ̀tá wa wẹ̀ gbogbo àwọn tó ń gbọ́wọ́kọ́wọ́ lórí ayé wa tọmọ ní o lọ́kọ ní o aya ní o iṣẹ́ wa ní ìrìn àjò wa ní ọwọ́ tó gbé báyìí lọ́ fi máa nọra wọn torí ọwọ́ tó gẹ̀dẹ̀ bá gbé báyìí ara ẹ̀ ló máa fi ń nà èmi àti yín ire la máa rí wọ́n níjọ́ tó rí bá fojú kan ọ̀run ìjọ yẹn ló ń yọ ọmọ aráyé á máa yọ́nú sí wa lórígun mẹ́rẹ̀ẹ̀rin àgbáláyé níbi gbogbo tá a bá wà ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ wà nílé ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ wà lókè ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ wà lẹ́yìn odi ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ lọ òkè òkun ire àti ayọ̀ báyìí òun lèmi àti yín máa rí àní kú sájò bí èéfín o àní ṣiṣẹ́ lásán àní ṣiṣẹ́ fọ́mọ ẹlòmíì jẹ àní tẹ ojú ayé mọ́lẹ̀ àní ṣìwí àní ṣìsọ àní rógun èdè àní rógun àṣàṣì láṣẹ Èdùmàrè iṣẹ́ ọwọ́ wa tá a wá ń ṣe a máa jókòó a máa jẹ pẹ́ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè gbogbo abiyamọ tó wà lórí live streaming yìí ẹrù tálábíàmọ èyí tú wọn ò ní gbé wá káwa mọ́lé o láṣẹ Èdùmàrè ire gbogbo ló máa jẹ́ tiwa ọmọ aráyé ò ní fọmọ wọn ò ní fi dà wá láàmú àwa la máa jèrè àwọn ọmọ wa ìjọ táwọn ọmọ yẹn ń ṣoríire tó ń ṣọlá tó ń ṣọlà wọn ò ní dìde ìṣẹ́jú kan fún wa ọmọ aráyé ò ní fẹgbà wọn ò ní fún wa lóúnjẹ jẹ ọmọ aráyé ò ní lùlù fún wa jó láṣẹ Èdùmàrè ifá tá a ti wá gbé síwájú yìí ó gbé àwọn ará wájú òun làwa náà ṣe ń ṣe kífá wá gbè wá káwọn alálẹ̀ ilẹ̀ yìí kọ́ gbè wá àwọn tó ṣàwó kù sẹ́yìn kọ́ gbè wá láṣẹ Èdùmàrè ìṣẹ̀ṣe ò wá nítorí èmi àti yín kó bàjẹ́ nǹkan tá a nílò láti ṣe láti gbé ifá síwájú láṣẹ Èdùmàrè èmi àti yín máa ṣe ní àṣepé ipa tó yẹ káwa kó àákó ajé àdẹ̀ fi ṣe rọrùn fún wa láṣẹ Èdùmàrè ire gbogbo tó wà nínú ọjọ́ ẹni òun ló máa tẹ̀ wá lọ́wọ́ àní rí bí o àní rí wàhálà àní rí dààmú àìsàn kéré ó tóbi ni ọmọ aráyé ò ní fi kankan náà ẹ̀ ṣe wá wọn ò ní fi ṣan ara wa wọn ò ní fi bá wa jà ọmọ aráyé ò ní fẹ̀jẹ̀ àtomi ara wa wọn ò ní fi bá wa jà wọn ò ní fàìsàn wọn ò ní fi gbé wa dè láṣẹ Èdùmàrè wọn ní kokoko báyìí lára ọ̀tá ń le kokoko lára wa máa le títí dọjọ́ ogbó títí dọjọ́ alẹ́ àgbó àtọ́ àtò ìdíjọbì kò wá sí bá a ṣe lè pẹ́ láyé tó ojú èmi àti yín kò ní rí ibi kò ní mọ sáré ọmọ àní gbọ́mọgbìn láṣẹ Èdùmàrè àní fàìsàn àní fi ṣọjọ́ alẹ́ wa láṣẹ Èdùmàrè èyí tá a wí lénìí arọ ti rọ̀ mọ́ àṣẹ ti gùn torí pé wọ́n ní àwíṣẹ́ ní tifá àfọ̀ṣẹ́ ní tọ̀rúnmìlà àbátálágẹmọ bá dá òun lòrìṣà òkè ń gbà àwa tún ti dábàá lẹ́ni òrìṣà òkè ti bá wa fàṣẹ sí láṣẹ Èdùmàrè àṣẹ o. Thank you so very much for joining the live streaming again today. I know you were super blessed. If you just joined halfway along the line, don't worry, the replay will be on our YouTube channel, Iyanifa Ewa TV. So you want to hurry to YouTube, search Iyanifa Ewa TV. You want to subscribe and turn on notifications so that you will not miss a thing. And you want to send a message via WhatsApp to register for IFA, the theory of everything. You want to register for that course, because if you don't, this might be the last time. If you want to come and have a conversation with me and say Iyanifa Ewa is my Iyanifa, you have to come from a place of knowledge. So if you are not getting this knowledge, bóyá kó bọ́ sí side àwọn òpè, àwọn ọ̀gbẹ̀rì, kẹ́ lọ máa fi dìgbòdì, kẹ́ lọ máa fi ẹsẹ̀ pọ̀ pọ̀tọ̀pọ̀tọ̀ ńbẹ̀, alálẹ̀kúra ẹsẹ̀. But if you are here with me and you identify with me as your Iyanifa, you are going to pre-register for the kini of everything. Is IFA STEM. Thank you so much. IFA STEM. Science, technology, engineering, art, and math. IFA STEM. That is what the course is called. The theory of everything. Science, technology, engineering, art, and mathematics from IFA. Now I know why I was homeschooling my children and I did not waste my time in Western school. Now I know why. Àwọn òrìṣàṣà ń sọ fún mi ṣá pé gbogbo àwọn school yẹn kò sí nǹkan tó ń kọ́ wọn. Now my children have delved into another study. My dear, let me tell you something. If you have sense, you have sense. So I wish I can pray the way Yanifa prays. Register for Pray the Right Way in Ifa. Those of you that want to be able to make Iwure, there's no special Iwure for Yanifa. It's not that the Spirit of God just comes on Yanifa and then she starts to do Iwure. No, you can learn it. So go to the link, the bio of this TikTok channel. You will see subscription. Hit the subscription button and you will see Pray the Ifa Way or Pray the Right Way in Ifa. If you are on YouTube, go to the bio, you will see join, or go to the description box of that video, of the video we are watching right now. If you are catching a replay too, it will be in the description box of that video. You will see join the exclusive community. Once you click on it, there are so many programs. Pray the Right Way in Ifa. Please register so that you can make this Iwure for yourself and for your children. Orin wu orí tèmi gan ń bú báyìí pé ṣé mi náà ní èmi tí mò ń bá wọn polongo Jésù nígbà kan ní church tí mò ń fi gbogbo agbára mi tí mo fi ń sọ̀sọkúsọ ṣé mi náà ní táwọn òrìṣà táwọn rúnmọlẹ̀ ní Ìyánífà ló máa jẹ́ wàá dẹ̀ máa ṣèwúre fáwọn èèyàn orí wọn á dẹ̀ máa wú wọn á dẹ̀ máa rí ṣe wọn á máa rí bá ti ṣe wọn á máa rọ́nà gbégbà Elédùmarè ló ṣe o ẹ ṣé gan ni títí ọ̀la náà tá a tún máa padà wá sórí ètò. Go and register for IFA STEM. Go and register for IFA STEM. Send a message via WhatsApp to pre-register for the course. Every conversation I'm going to have with you is going to be centered around that course. So every conversation, ire àti ayọ̀, a máa bá gbogbo wa pàdé. For those that gave gifts, ẹ ṣé. Ibi tẹ́ ẹ̀rọ kan re sí, people will gift you from there. Those things that you are ashamed to ask. How do I ask somebody I need it? Your Ori knows you need it. People will package it and bundle it as a gift to you. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Gbogbo nǹkan tẹ́yin náà ń béèrè lọ́wọ́ Olódùmarè. Tẹ́ ẹ̀ tí rẹ ni máa ṣe fún yín. Ifa will package it for you as a gift and send it to you. As you are surprising us with gifts, àwọn alálẹ̀ ilẹ̀ yìí, they will surprise you with every good thing that you need. Are you joining me tomorrow or not? 6 a.m. tomorrow. Mi ò ní dá ṣe o. Ẹ̀yin la máa máa rí. Awale Mama Ba, I will see you tomorrow. WhatsApp number one more time and let it roll for 1 minute and let's get on into our day. There will be a replay of this video on our YouTube channel, Iyanifa Ewa TV. That's the WhatsApp number. Send a message, pre-register for IFA STEM, IFA the theory of everything, pre-register for it, have sense, learn. Don't continue to complain and say somebody is pushing you down when it is your ignorance that is pushing you. When it is your ignorance that is pushing you, don't continue to complain. The government is not coming to save you. It's Ifa that is going to save you. And the only way Ifa is going to save you is through knowledge. Is through knowledge. And the only way to have that knowledge is come to people that can teach you. Don't use your money to buy gala and zobo. Don't send money to your girlfriend that has not contributed to your life without learning and registering for IFA STEM. That money that your sugar daddy gave you, split it into two. Have sense and join so that you will stop depending on sugar daddy. The moment you find out what Ifa says, ìwọ gan máa di sugar mommy lọ́la, ìwọ gan máa di OBO. This is the secret of life. Go and register. Split your money into two. Money that you are using to jẹ gbogbo nǹkan tẹ́ ń jẹ, ẹ pín sí méjì. Ẹ lọ gba ọgbọ́n àti ìmọ̀ àtòye. We are intelligent people. They took knowledge from us, we know, but enough of crying about that. When are we taking it back? Thank God when they carried the fight, they did not take it out of our brain. Torí ká nínú ìwé lọ́kọ̀ fásitì wọ́n á ti gbé lọ, nobody will be able to remember. But our forefathers, it was orally passed down, orally passed down from generation to generation, orally passed down. That is why you and I can have it. So now that we have it, don't complain again. Let's wait for 1 minute for our WhatsApp number to roll. On YouTube, just click on the description box. You will see the WhatsApp number there. The only thing I want to hear is, Yanifa, how do I pre-register? Even if you want consultation, start first with pre-register, because if you don't start, that's where I will start from. On my WhatsApp status, we're going to Rogo, Mama Kani, I know you people enjoy my WhatsApp status like TV. Those of you that are not even on my WhatsApp, you are missing. My WhatsApp is a whole energy on its own. But at least 20 times in a day, have you registered? If you say you have not registered, I will mute you from viewing my status. That's where we will start. Yanifa, I can't see your status again. It's because you have not registered for your first time. The cherry of everything. That's why. Yanifa, I greeted you yesterday. You didn't answer. Have you registered? When you say yes, then I will answer you. If you say no, you're lower. Thank you very much for joining. Let's get to other things in our day. Let's share you, Mary. Can somebody anybody can register? It's online. Anybody, as long as you are. Is it far? The person said, as long as you are alive and you are breathing. As long as you have internet and you can see me right now, you can register. Irrespective of where you are, send the message via the WhatsApp number. And right now, because it's purely online, anyways, we don't have a physical location as at yet. But trust me, we're going to announce a physical location soon. So online, offline, register. Far away, near, register. Man, woman, register. Young, old, register. You have children, you have stepchildren, register. Whether you are single or married, register. Whether you have a sugar daddy or not, register. Whether you have boyfriend or girlfriend or not, register. Whether you are OB or regular people's children, register. Business person, career person, register. Everybody, register, pre-register for your first time. Let all of us be having sense together. Let's explore Ifa together and make life together and discover things together, so that when me and my children are thriving, you will not be saying, Yanifa has used the destiny of somebody to succeed. We don't need to. What Ifa has given us is more than the destiny of you as the person. The destiny. If you know what is in Ifa, you will know that people that are doing money ritual with other people's destiny is because they don't have knowledge. If they have knowledge and they open this Ifa, they will find out that is the combination of millions and billions of destiny. So one person's destiny cannot do it. I will see you tomorrow, same time. I love you, and I remain your host, Yanifa Ewa. Eshegonu.